Hey everybody, one thing that I get asked pretty regularly is how do you put together 3D printed action figures? And some variations of that, like how do you take apart an already assembled figure in order to paint it and then put it back together without breaking the pegs or damaging it or anything like that. So first of all, if you order figures from me, they're going to come already assembled unless you request otherwise, which I'm totally happy to send them unassembled if you would prefer. If you want to pull them apart in order to paint them and then put them back together, I'm going to show you how to do that. Also, if you print your own figures based on my designs, all the pegs and the holes are intended to fit snugly, but not so snugly that they would break. I also don't want loose limbs either, so they're going to be a little tight, but you just need to be gentle with them and make sure that you use resin that is tough enough to withstand a little movement. Anyway, so here's just a quick little walkthrough of how to assemble and disassemble 3D printed figures. So like I said, sometimes I get asked how best to put together or to take apart 3D printed figures. Now, if you order a figure from me pre-printed from Etsy or directly, then it's going to come already cleaned, already assembled, and all of that. But if you want to take it apart to paint it, then you're going to have to get the limbs off. I'm going to show you how to do that. If you buy one of my files and you print it at home yourself, then I'm just going to show basically here how to assemble it. So once you've removed all the supports, which is what I've done here, then it really is, you know, with the peg and the hole being aligned the way they are, it really is just as simple as giving it a light wiggle while you squeeze it until it gets in place. And that's it. Sometimes it'll be a little snugger than others, and depending on what types of resin you use, what types of material, all that, these are all, you know, fully cured. This is a mixture of Anycubics, Standard Plus resin and their tough resin, just to give it a little extra strength. Just wiggle them in there. Boop, 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 boop. There we go, until the parts are in there, because you want it to be a snug fit so that you can pose the figure, but not so snug that they break. Now, if you buy a figure from me pre-printed and you want to paint it, but you want to take it apart first, then it really is just kind of a reverse process. But, you know, I know that people are kind of afraid to break the pegs, so you want to be gentle. You just want to squeeze and pull while doing a little wiggle. It'll come right out. Boop, like that. One thing to note, if you're new to 3D printing, is this white powdery residue. That's just something that happens. It's perfectly normal with cured resin at joints or other points of abrasion. But, you know, it's not going to hurt you or anything. But when you get done doing something like this, if you have some of that powder on your hands, go ahead and give yourself a good hand washing, just because you don't want to get that stuff in your eyes. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the head pegs, just put it in the hole. Sometimes I always want a good snug fit on the head, so the head pegs are sometimes the hardest part to get in there. There you go, just snap in there like that, put the head on, and you're good to go. And one more arm. All right, all set. There you go, that's how you do it.